Constructing a building is no different than having students construct learning in your classrooms. To get a desirable, finished product from students that meets those learning objectives you set in the beginning of the course takes a lot of work. Again, just like a construction site, moving parts, people, materials, but most importantly, a systematic process that aligns all these together. And don't forget about the blueprints. This video series is designed to offer research-driven ideas into the ever-changing classroom using the metaphorical construction site. Each video is going to focus on one specific part of designing learning, from the metaphorical blueprints right down to the bulldozers. So put your hard hats on, because this is Learning by Design.
Learning by design.
By design. By design. So in today's session, I want to look at the idea of safety equipment. Now on the job site, we know that safety equipment is important to prevent physical injuries, but in the classroom, we want to prevent mental injuries. By that, I mean when a student thinks they understand something really well, and of course, as teachers, we think, yeah, we nailed it, we explained it well, and then our students do poorly on a large assessment, like an exam or a large paper, for instance. Here's an example, as you see on the board here. So the teacher in this case is talking about 1, 2, 3. If you look down, we've got a student that's confused, we've got a very angry student, we've got a student who maybe gets it, misses the last portion of it, but kind of understands the baseline of it. The reality is that we can't read our students' thoughts. So the solution is very simple. I want to introduce the idea of an exit ticket today. The exit ticket is just like going to the movie theaters, except the ticket is for leaving the theater. So in our classroom, they can't leave until they've written something that's succinct, that's concise, and gets to the point of what they learned or did not learn in the classroom. Let me give you 3 tips. Number 1, at the very end of class, leave about 5 minutes, and you can ask them one of 3 different prompts. One is, what was most confusing about today's lesson? Or what am I confused about? Number 2, if you think they really got it, ask them to compare it to something they know, using like or as, the basis of a simile. Then we can really tell whether or not they understood it, and it's going to be more memorable. Or another example could just be to ask them to summarize the major ideas very quickly to make sure they understand it. Once you've done that, look for patterns. Now, unfortunately, it won't be as easy as deciphering a square from a triangle or a circle, but if maybe 3 out of 5 people seem to really understand it and offer really good examples, or maybe they, for instance, come up with some really good similes, come back to the beginning of class the next time and simply discuss it with them. Now, the goal of the exit ticket is hopefully to erase all this and turn it into, yes, I understand it. And most importantly, you, the teacher, know that it's done correctly. For more information on exit tickets, visit facet.cmich.edu.